Yeah, we got to talk about a bevy of topics, but the first one we're gonna get into, man, is BT play this movie so much. They play it over and over. You might can find it on Tubi. You can find it on probably Bounce, Freeform, VH1. If you don't know what I'm talking about now, we definitely talking about Jody. And I ain't talking about Tyrese Halliburton, man. We gotta talk about Draymond, man, jumping from like 6 feet and choking out Rudy Gobert. So Tuesday it came down after the Tuesday night matchup against the Timberwolves. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. They actually issued out the fines and the suspensions. So Draymond got suspended for 5 games for putting Rudy Gobert in the chokehold. And we just got to say, man, was that too harsh? Was the league too harsh on Draymond? I'm gonna start this one off, Dave. So I sat back and thought about it. I was like, they really don't like this guy. Like, they really don't. And he just find new ways for the league to just be like, we really don't like you, man. And this is like his fifth suspension of his career. So, prior to the punishment, Draymond was serving the suspension for the stump on Sabonis in a playoff game. So he went from stumping to choking people out. I think he need to be in the WWE. I think he's trying to tell us something that this is his future career, but he ain't trying to let us know right now because the Warriors not looking too good. A lot of people are talking about maybe Clay need to get traded. Is he washed? I don't know. But for me, I would have gave him 3 games just because I seen him jump from half court all the way to the free throw line to perfectly place his arm around Rudy Gobert's neck. Like that was insanity. So he gets 3 games for that.
That man definitely been practicing some WWE moves. There's no way he got that perfectly.
Ain't no way. No way. But the memes and everything. Draymond, leave it to Draymond to give you a good meme. But I don't think that was too harsh, man. Like you're trying to again make this a family league. You see with the play-in tournament and things they got like that of that nature to make more people watch the games. So if you're bringing in new fan bases, it's going to be like, well, if it's for family, why is everyone fighting? And that's the first thing they're going to do is be like, well, here we go again, and they're going to think of Meta World Peace or Ron Artest. So 5 games, I think they was actually like for me, it was a fine. It was like 770K or something like that they fined him. That was a lot for me. But Dave, how you feel about it?
Hey, hold up.
Oh,
We got one already.
Hold up.
As you can see, it is just me and Tomo today. Joe had some family business he had to handle, but shout out to Joe with the $5.99 super chat, Mister Refused to Lose himself, the guy who started it all. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Happy 1K, fellas. Do y'all think Draymond will hurt the Warriors in the long run? Swiping MVP season. That's a good question. Before I answer that, let me. Were you finished with your part?
yeah, I was good.
Okay. So no, they weren't harsh on Draymond. This is what he's used. This is what he's done. I think what it was, he missed the fact that Steph wasn't on the court, so he decided to do whatever he could to get ejected. He's been ejected 11 times in his career. 7 out of those 11 times is because Steph wasn't playing.
That's his way of calling in sick.
He just called in sick, man. He just wanted to be able to enjoy the sideline with Steph while Steph is out. So that's all it is, man. He just misses brother Steph. That's it. But now they weren't too harsh. I mean, players gotta understand this at the end of the day. If you have a history, yes, it's gonna come up. Look at what happened to Josh Gordon in the NFL. People forget about him, but remember, he kept getting suspended for doing what? Smoking marijuana. Then you had
he elevated. He
exactly.
elevated from the marijuana.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
And then you had other guys like Brian Cushing, linebacker for Houston Texans, taking PEDs. So he kept getting suspended. That's what happens. The more you have history of something, the more you're going to get suspended for it. That's just what happens. That's how it goes. It doesn't matter what it is that you do. It doesn't matter how harsh it is. The fact is, you continue to do something, and they see that if you got fined for it, if you got suspended for it, you got ejected for it, it's going to happen. That's just what happens. You gotta understand that and be careful of what you do. I do have one thing. I do have an issue with what Kendrick Perkins has said though, because he said that we wanted to make sure We want Draymond to get back to the Draymond we all know and love. This is the Draymond we all know and love. What you mean? this is what he's always done.
Hold on.
Do you not remember when he stumped? When he did the 8-time stump on Sabonis in the playoffs last year? Did you forget about that?
Did you forget about the kick flips that he be doing when people going for rebounds?
Remember he hit LeBron and his family jewels. He did the same thing with what's the center for the Memphis Grizzlies who OKC?
What is his name?
Steven
He
Adams.
looked like Aquaman. Yeah,
Steve Adams. Come on, man. This is what Draymond does. This is the Draymond we all know and love. So it's nothing that he's going to be going back to. He's just going to go back to what he just did, what he got suspended for. That's just what Draymond do. The same Draymond that knocked out Jordan Poole and got him traded to the Wizards.
Yeah, I mean, I need Draymond to talk to him right about now because averaging 15 points. This ain't the same Jordan Poole we seen, man.
Hey, look, this comment right here sums it all up. With his history, Draymond's lucky he didn't get more, and that's absolutely correct. He could have got suspended for half a season if they wanted to be harsh. Now that would have been a little crazy if they gave him half a season. I'm like, all right, that's wild. But it's 5 games. Right? Deal with it. It's 5 games. The only thing is now to get to Joe's question. I think it's possible that it'll hurt them. I mean, but honestly, they're already on a 6-game losing streak, so it's not like he helping them out right now. Draymond is not what he used to be, so I don't know. Draymond he'll get you some steals, a couple blocks, he'll get some rebounds, but I mean the Warriors got a bigger issue than Draymond. They need some scoring.
Yes.
They need some scoring to go with Steph. So I don't think Draymond is going to be the biggest issue for real. But it don't look good for the Warriors right now. So it's besides Draymond, they definitely need help. They need some more defensive help. They need some more. Well, not necessarily because they're both. I think they're still top. I think they're top 15 in offense and defense. It's just that they just not.
They top 15 in defense. Who they played? The Wizards. You want to get your defense instead?
I could be thinking about a whole nother team. Never mind. That's my bad. That's the Kings I'm thinking about right now. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, man, because
but yeah, they got a lot more things that need to be worked on other than Draymond. So Joe said, I get what Perkins saying. Ever since 2016, he'd be doing too much, like forcing the villain role. I mean, but what was he before 2016?
I don't think he's forcing it though. I think he real life just know his role on his team, and he's that guy, the enforcer.
But my question is, what was Draymond before 2016? He became who he was after they won their first title in 2015. So I mean, is he talking about just 2015? But he was, from what I remember, he doing the same thing then. He just didn't get suspended or ejected.
Yeah, I was gonna say he always been that scrappy player. It's just the fact that the light wasn't on him, like you said, until they won. And now that they started winning, like, hold up, man, why your man wilding like that? And he probably was like, I'm wilding because 1, I wasn't supposed to be in the NBA. 2, I got a ring. 3, we got 2 rings. Let's talk about how we got the best backcourt in the NBA. So I can see Draymond just taking it to another level. But I want to revisit one thing right quick. Kendrick Perkins said that, but got on ESPN and pulled his belt off and whipped the chair, talking about this is what the Mavericks do. Like, Perk, hold up, Perk. Like, you can't be doing that. This is the same Perk that had the 2 bottles. Like, come on, Perk. Like, what you doing, man?
He think he's Shannon Sharp. That's what it is. You know, Shannon Sharp was getting away with all that with FS1, so now he think he could do it on ESPN. So
then what you think Draymond gonna do? If he can get away with it in the locker room, he gonna keep doing it, Perk.
There you go.
Like, great message, but wrong messenger. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's facts.
And let me answer Joe's question right quick. Yeah, I think it might hurt them in the long run because now he's out for 5 games. Of course, Gobert, Thompson, and McDaniels, they all been fined for their actions too. But now the light goes over to Clay a little bit more because it's like, well, is Clay washed or not? Should we start thinking to trade Clay? Are we actually going to sign him back? There's a lot of questions that's going to get right. I mean, there was already questions on the bubble, but now people are actually going to sit down and start thinking about the answers to these questions. So, yeah, it may be some big changes, man.
It may be, but that has yet to be seen. Clay definitely ain't the same as what he used to be. We definitely know that. He had a nice little. He had some spurts when they won a championship 2 seasons ago, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's time for a new environment, man. You know, just like they got Chris Paul over there. That'll be a topic for another day. I think we done started something here.
Hey,
But
they said that Miami might be a spot for him.
that would be nice. How you feel about that? Before we go into the next topic,
I'd be cool with that, as long as he ain't starting.
who would y'all give up though?
Yeah, that's it. They can have Kyle Lowry.
Come on, man. You know Kyle Lowry ain't going nowhere. Kyle ain't going nowhere. He served his purpose on the team.
Did you see that stat line he put up last night?
Talking about the 3-3-3?
Yeah, I thought he was D-Wade.
Hey, man, he knows something, man. He knows something.
Trying to put things into the universe using that 3-3-3. Okay.
Hey, it's gonna be a 3-team trade. I'm just saying, we don't know, man.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.